Hello Libra, this is Gypsy Spirit here with you, and I'm here to give you your May reading, and we'll just get through the formalities very quickly, okay? If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, hit the subscribe button, because that way you'll get a notice every time I put something out. Also, just remember that these are general readings. Some of it will resonate, some of it will not. If you want your very own personal reading, you can go to my website that's listed at the description box below, and you can get your own reading. I always tell everybody that what resonates with you, hang on to, and what doesn't, just toss out. And also, please leave a comment. I always answer comments or questions, and may not get to it right away, but I will get to it. So let's go ahead and get started. You know, I actually drew a couple of bonus cards from the Map Oracle card deck and also the Flower card deck. And usually when you're doing a reading and you're shuffling the cards and a card pops out, that's an indication that that card wants to be read. And that's what happened with the Map Oracle cards. So we'll go ahead and get started, Libra. Your tarot cards are the Two of Pentacles, okay? And that's always about finding, now Pentacles is about money. And you have a Queen of Wands in reverse, not a good sign. And also the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, again, not a good sign. So let me just start out with a map card, one of the map cards. It's the Magic Stream. This is a beautiful card. It is, see the huge waterfall. So, and you got another card here. It's called Protecting Treasure. This is another map card, and you see this young lady on a treasure trunk, or a chest, a treasure chest. I can't talk. And it's raining, and she's trying to protect what she has. So with your Magic Stream and the Protecting Treasure, you know, what I'm getting is that you have a lot of manifestations, a lot of healing that you're trying to get through. You know, the Magic Stream, it's all about creating that magic within yourself. Finding new ways of creating money, finding innovative ways of how you can reinvent yourself. And, you know, when I think about that, I think about, like, if you take like a celebrity or an entertainer, they'll be on a hot streak for a while, but then they have to kind of reinvent themselves to stay in the game. You know, like think of people like Madonna and I can't think of any other, or Cher. You know, those people, they're in really any entertainer. It's like they're always having to come up with new stuff, new ways, creative ways to keep their audience. And it's the same way with you. You're having to find new creative ways to supplement your income or add to whatever you're doing. Maybe what you had been doing, just didn't work, and it's time to try to move on to something else. That's why you have the Protecting Treasure here, because there has been some things that you've done, or some creative things that you've done, some money that you've been able to make from doing it, and you're just really trying to hang on to what you have. I'm feeling like here are the Two of Pentacles here, and this is all about finding balance. You know, it's like you're juggling, you know, what it is that you're wanting to do. Now, for some of you, this might be a you know, reading in regards to your relationship. But as I'm seeing it, I'm really seeing it more for people having to do with work and finances and keeping yourself afloat. you know, and it's like, I get the feeling for some of you, it's like you try something new and maybe it doesn't work out, and then you try to implement on that and change it around a little bit, and maybe that doesn't work. So it's kind of like you're going back, you have to keep going back to square one again and start recreating. But what I'm really getting is that, you know, with your magic stream here in this card, it's like there's so much healing and to, you know, to be done. I'm getting that for many of you, there's some sort of fear or pain or something that has happened in your life that has really been a blockage for you in regards to moving forward, and that will certainly block any kind of creativity that you may have within you. Your flower card says, let go of anxiety, you know, let it go. You've got the lavender. So if you see lavender, or maybe you can get some lavender, calm your nerves and you'll be able to hear the voice of your angels, because I just feel like there's been some sort of disappointment that you've had, either been in a relationship or with work. I'm feeling primarily work, and it whatever it is you were trying to do just wasn't really working out, or has not worked out, and you've been trying to juggle things around to try to make it work. And you've got your Queen of Wands here, and she's in reverse. And you know, usually the Queen is in charge. She's got her shit together, you know, and she's very how can I say, she is very poised and knows exactly what she's doing, what she wants, and she's going to go get it. And she does, you know, she's going to very tactfully go after what it is she wants. But your Queen is in reverse here. So I'm feeling like it's almost like you've tried to do something and it didn't work. And so now, you know, with your magic stream, you have so many ideas, but yet you're so afraid to get out and continue to make mistakes. And it's okay to make mistakes. You're supposed to make mistakes, because how else are you going to learn? So that's why, you know, it's like whatever it is that you've done, you know, it's been painful for you to lose at anything, or you know, maybe you put something up, you know, put up a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, if you will. Like it took, you know, you worked on something that took a lot of time, a lot of money, and I mean, you just gave it your all, and it didn't work out the way you had planned it to. And so you've been trying to juggle things, you know, trying to figure out how you're going to pay your bills, and then yet you're wanting to do this other thing. So you're trying to juggle it around and figure it all out, so that you can, whatever it is that you're wanting to do, so that you can really make that your priority. But right now, that is, it can't be your priority because it's not paying your bills. So, you know, what little bit you have left of it, whatever it was that you've created and had to let some things go, you're trying to protect what little bit you have left. You have an Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this is telling me that, you know, Pentacles again is about money. So there's a lot of worry and fear right now about money, about work, jobs, and again, you know, this month, I mean, you're really trying to figure it all out. You're trying to figure out how to recreate or reinvent yourself. Or if you were starting something and you see that it's not working, and so now you're trying to recreate, you know, like go back to square one and figure out what you did wrong and make it right. You know, I mean, I work for a company that's been around well, they've been around for quite a while, but they made this in the past year. They made a lot of changes, lots of changes. Um, I mean, I went to making like $1,000 a week to making $250 a week. So, yeah, it kind of freaked me out. But what's happened is some things have worked for this company and some things have not worked. And the owner of this company has had to like take a step back and really reevaluate what he's doing, what's working and what's not working. And he's lost thousands and thousands of dollars because of some choices that he has made. So, you know, I feel for a lot of you, maybe something very similar has happened. And so now you're in a position to, the creativity is there. I mean, you've got it, but you're also, you know, so afraid to move forward with many things because you're afraid you're going to lose a lot of money or time or whatever as you have in the past. And, you know, if you're in a business or you're trying to start a business, I had a business years ago where I had a vintage clothing store. And I remember my brother, who is, he's a very good business kind of guy. And one day he told me, he said, you're going to make mistakes in your business, but that's okay because that's how you learn, so long as you don't make real costly mistakes. And I was married at the time, and I remember getting ready to make invest in something, and it would have been a huge investment, but it would have broke me. And I had, at the time, like I said, I was married, and although my ex-husband really didn't take part in my store, but he was kind of like a silent owner. And anytime I made a decision to spend a lot of money, I would sit down and talk to him about it. And I remember this particular situation, I spoke with him, and he advised me against it, so I didn't do it. And thank God I listened. Thank God he had the discernment to be able to tell me, no, this is not going to work for you, or I would have really lost thousands. So that's what I'm saying, is that, you know, even though you're going to make mistakes, it's okay. Just make sure they're not like real big costly mistakes. I'll tell you, the people that I work for, I mean, it is kind of a mom and pop sort of business. They have 16 stores, but 5 of them are here in Charleston, South Carolina. So they really, you know, wanted to like, you know, they kind of jumped on 3 stores and opened them right away. And then they started doing like all this massive advertising. I mean, TV, radio, newspaper, magazines, radio, billboards. I mean, it was crazy. And it was like $20,000 a month for them to do that. And, you know, for advertising to work in a business, you have to, if you're going to do that kind of advertising, you have to advertise consistently every month for at least 2 years before you really start seeing any kind of revenue from it. So, you know, of course I can't say anything to the owner because he's kind of male chauvinistic, and, you know, I'm a female and I don't have a dick. So anything that I would say to him, it would just, you know, fly right over his head. So, but I sit back and watch, and I remember thinking, you know, advertising, yeah, that's great, but you have to take it little steps at a time. And the billboard thing really worked. And what happened was, because he had spent so much money, like in the first month or 2, it shut him down where he wasn't able to do any more advertising at all, rather than just to, you know, like start with one thing. You know, if he would have just, you know, stuck with the billboard, and then over time, then maybe add another way of advertising. But, you know, again, I don't have a dick, so this person doesn't listen to me. And that's okay. You know, I mean, I still, you know, make decent money, you know, sometimes. But that's what I'm trying to tell you, Libra. It's like, don't be afraid, you know, I know you're trying to protect what you have left, but, you know, listen to your inner higher divine self. Stay true to yourself and don't be so anxious. You know, as long as it's not like a huge mistake. I mean, if you decide to do something and it's not like really going to break you or take everything you've got, then try it. You never know. But just, you know, like take little baby steps with it. So that's all I have for you, Libra. I hope this works out. You know, I hope you got something from it. Please, you know, leave a comment. Like I said, I always respond. And good luck to you through the month of May. And I hope to see you very soon. Okay? Bye-bye.